I am Kara Brown. I am a professor here at Sinclair, and I'm the Sinclair representative on the committee. So I usually say welcome and hello and everything, and then I'm going to hand it off to Devin, who I hope comes back up here and doesn't make me do it. So I have a little welcome for you. So some of you may notice that we're in a different room this year, right? Who noticed that? Everybody. Excellent. So things did get a little complicated, and that's okay. But we did figure it out, and we're all here together, and we figured it out because our community is strong, we work together, and we're resilient. So I'm glad we're all here, and we all made it here together. And we're a little closer together than we were in years past, right? But maybe that's a good thing. Maybe we need to be here. We need to be here for each other, be close together, support each other. It is a little bit of a crazy time. So I'm glad that we're all here to support each other, and we care for each other, and that's why we're all here. So don't ever forget that the people in this room care about you, and that there are people here that support you. That's what this is all about. So we're here to listen, to consider, hear some people's stories, and most importantly, to remember. So as we do that, support each other, be here for each other. It could be emotional for some of us, and make sure that we are there for that support when people need it. A couple of notes. We have restrooms on both ends. The Sinclair policy is you use the restroom that you are most comfortable with. So that's the rules. Nobody's going to give you a hard time about it. There are also drinks in the back, and there are snacks now in the hallway, so if anybody would like those. Not heavy duty snacks, but they're tasty things. So thank you for coming, and I hope we all have a impactful event. Thank you. And I'm going to introduce Devin. Did Devin escape? Oh. Oh, you're going for the snacks. So I'm going to let Devin take over here. Thank you, Devin.
Thank you, Kara. I don't think I'm as nervous as I was last year doing this. So I appreciate you guys inviting me back to be your host again this year. We do appreciate you and Sinclair for being open and welcoming to all individuals to the campus once again this year. Thank you, Danielle and Christian, for the wonderful song beforehand. I heard the piano, so I know it happened. So we appreciate you. I'd first like to start off by thanking the Sinclair Community Diversity Office, Bright Signal Alliance, Square One Salon, the Hope Collective Church, Rainbow Connections, Melinda Glett, Dayton P-Flag, Have a Gay Day, the Greater Dayton LGBT Center, and the Gatlin Dame Group for sponsoring tonight's event. However, none of this would have been possible without the committee that has pulled everything together, right? So I'm sure I speak for the entire community whenever I say thank you much to Randy, Gage, Michael, Kara, Andy, Bobby Brooke, Melinda, Monix, Haley, and Danielle for all the time, effort, and care you've put forth for tonight. Appreciate it. I want to welcome all of you to our brave space here tonight. Just as there's no courage without fear, there is no visibility without community. Without unity, there cannot be bravery. The truth is that we all bring our own individual and collective brokenness to the table. A place that you are welcome to share and just to listen. And above all, a place to be yourself. Through our bravery, we lift each other up, we encourage, we provide comfort, and celebrate one another. Therefore, collectively, we provide a brave place for each other. There's really no true safe spaces anymore. So, therefore, this is a brave space. Tonight we gather to remember, to mourn, to grieve, and to honor the beautiful lives lost this year due to fear and hatred through acts of anti-transgender violence. We are here to remember them, to celebrate them, and to show their lives were not lost in vain, but because they mattered. This past year has continued to test our basic existence. To me, it has felt like as if you're not white, straight, and rich, then you don't belong here. This nation that was built on differences. Anxiety and fear continue to take over on so many aspects of our lives. Each of us are fighting battles that no one knows about. I want each of you to know that you are not alone in your struggles. Please know that you matter. Everyone here matters. No one knows what the future holds. However, it is much, much brighter with you in it. And I'm talking to every single one of you. I believe that we all struggle in our own ways, some more than others. We all question our worth and our purpose in life from time to time. Recently, we lost an incredible human in the community. It is just another reminder for us to check on each other. Check on the strong ones. Check on the ones that smile all the time. Check on the quiet ones. Check on the loud ones. Check on everyone. Not just your friends, but could be your foes. Abby Bean will always be remembered for her laughter and her smile. She was always just a joy to be around whenever I was around her. It was 100%, that's the way it was. She struggled the most in silence, therefore I would really like to take a moment of loud in memory of her. Everybody clap, yell, scream, just whatever would like to do. Yeah! It seems like in the silence, we hurt the worst and we struggle the worst. If you're ever alone, please reach out to someone because you are absolutely not alone in your silence. Thank you. I still believe in humanity, though. I have to. We always have to have hope. I do believe that there is still a lot of education that needs to be done. Working on the road and seeing all types of people have allowed me to educate outside of what I would consider my normal boundaries. I believe our stories, one by one, can show someone else to see a different perspective. I believe each of us can and do make an impact on humanity for the good. Even if the person doesn't totally understand or accept us, they have the opportunity to see that we are all human, just like them. I do not mind people asking questions, but I do warn them to not ask questions that they do not want the answers to. I can be very blunt, sometimes rough around the edges. But I treat everyone with kindness because I feel that I attract more bees with honey than I do otherwise. But here tonight to share their stories are some extraordinary humans that have joined us. Our first speaker will be joining us by video, a trans man leading numerous black causes and very passionate about helping other transgender individuals and navigate the complex healthcare system in Ohio. He helps break down barriers for individuals to reach their healthcare goals and to live their authentic lives. He is the program manager for gender affirming care and health navigation for Equitas Health. He is the member of the Dayton Black Pride, Black Trans Man of Ohio, and Loda Theta Upson Fraternity, Inc. People say that we're twins. He's definitely the Danny DeVito of us, though. Of course, we could be the same person because we're never seen in the same place at one time. So if you would, please help me welcome Malachi Carroll. Hold on. I got something to do here. You'll see the resemblance here in a minute.
Hello, everyone. I am Malachi Carroll. Everyone knows me as Mel. My pronouns are he, him, and his. Again, we're come together today for Trans Day of Remembrance. However, this is not a good day. We've had 41 of our friends and family and loved ones who have passed away to violence here across the United States. This is a time that we mourn, but yet this is a time that we build together. This is a time we stand together. Every day, we have the rare opportunity to make someone's life a little easier just simply by being kind to one another. There are several people on there who we've lost from suicide. It's hard when you know that someone is going through something and feel like they have no other way out. But please know that I'm here, and so many of my other colleagues and friends are here to support our transgender and gender nonconforming community. I understand that you might not feel like there's a way out. And if you're sitting in the room now and you feel like there's not a way out, pick up the phone, call me. I'm available to help with anybody with anything. People see you first and form an opinion about you immediately after. I want to make sure that the opinion they form about me and about my colleagues here in Dayton know that we are a family here in Dayton. We're a close-knit family. We pretty much all know each other. And if you don't know someone, get to know them. Reach out to people that you don't know. Let them know that you're here for them. It's hard when you look at so many of these names on this list and actually know those people. Actually feel like, what could I have done to help prevent these things from happening? Well, I tell you what we can do to prevent it from happening. We should make sure that everybody is registered to vote. Not only just be registered to vote, but just get out and vote. We know that our vote matters. Our vote counts. We can tell from right now everything that's going on. Every time there's an election, it's targeting our community. It's time for us to stand together. It's not time for us to hide. It's not time for our voices not to be heard. We have to stand together with the whole LGBT community. We have to stand together, united hand by hand, and fight this thing. It's not over. It won't be over. We're going to continue to fight. We're standing on the shoulders of so many powerful people who have led the way. They have really turned things over for us, but now it's our turn. It's our time to do our part, and that's getting out and voting. I know you didn't come on here to hear about voting or hear that spiel about voting, but we know that it really counts because look where we're at now. Let's stick together. Let's stay together. Love on the ones that you know. Love on the ones that you don't know. Give it a chance. Don't wait until I'm a hashtag on there to reach out to me. Don't wait till someone's gone to say, hey, I woulda, shoulda, coulda. Let's step up to the plate now. Let's work together. Have a great day.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Mal. So you saw the resemblance, right? And he stands about this tall, so it's wonderful. He's my brother, so yeah. Listen, election's coming up. I'm not worried. Things are getting shut down, so it's fine. Everything will be fine. Yeah, absolutely. Gotta hope. You gotta hope. You gotta have hope. If you don't have hope, you have nothing, right? So, if you need hope, you call me. I'll give you some hope. It's coming. Change is coming. This is not gonna stay like this forever. I promise that, because that is the only thing that is constant in life is change. So, all right. Our next speaker is a young transgender person that first discovered themselves in the 5th grade. I remember the 5th grade. Whew. So today, they say that they are someone that they needed back in the 5th grade. So please help me welcome August.
Childhood. What is it if not already stolen from right under my trans nose? Whilst I was preoccupied with growing up just a little too fast, I hadn't even noticed my rights fading just as quickly. I look out my window and I see the clover and the chicory in their beautiful, varied hues, and I wonder why my uniqueness can't be loved just as much as a green carnation. I long for a world where my transness isn't important and where the first thing somebody cares about is my kindness towards others and not which bathroom I use, a question which I am not allowed to refuse. And I long for a world that I know I can't fully have, one where Benedict is still here and where my friends don't want to die because they wouldn't have to prove their humanness. And I long for a world where we get to age like fine wine, let alone get old enough to drink it. And I long to die of old age and not by the hands of another human. And still, I long for a world where I got to be a kid and I didn't have to worry about whether I'd live to live as myself or whether I'd die before there were wrinkles on my face. But we live in a world where you are not human until you are 18. And even then, the rights of adults are being stolen, not under our trans noses, but right in front of our faces. But we also live in a world where change is still possible. And if we do what we can for each other and ourselves, I think that those worlds that I long for can become our own.
Thank you, August. Tell you what. You're 16? Is that correct? Okay. I think you're a lot smarter than I am. You have a lot of creativity, and I love it. So I appreciate that. I now get the honor to welcome a fellow veteran. After serving in the Navy, she has become an activist, an advocate, and an amateur educator. She works to uplift trans voices and speaks out against hate and bigotry. She now serves as the National Recruitment Manager for the Trans Unity Coalition, and I have had the ability to watch her completely grow and transition from start to finish, and here we are. And please help me welcome my friend Kiera Rain. So if I look at it, it's bad. You understand that, right?
Yes.
So I'm so sorry. So
It's okay.
yeah, Kiera.
Kiera.
I think I've always just called you Rain. So
Yeah, that rain's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
Like the weather.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah,
that works
But
too.
I've always called you Rain. So
That works too.
I apologize.
Well, hopefully in a couple of weeks when my attorney gets back to me, it'll be legal too.
Oh,
So,
perfect.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Awesome. Okay. So hi, I'm Kira, she, her, trans, disabled, veteran, and I did have a bit of a speech written and prepared, and I tend to kind of ramble on for a little bit. And at first I thought maybe I would just speak from the heart tonight, but I'm dealing with a little bit of my own issues and persistence and pushing through things. So I think I'll just go ahead and read this instead. Probably make Gage a lot less nervous. Wing it, no. Today, in this time, when being who we are is an act of sheer defiance in the face of overwhelming hate, we are here. We are here sharing in community, sharing our lives, sharing our love for one another. And we are doing so surrounded by a society that has told us that we don't deserve to exist. Now, speaking of stories, one thing I'm well known for is having an incredible depth and breadth of useless information related to a whole lot of nerd things. I like to quote my movies, my games, music, etc. And I want to start by sharing some of those quotes that I hope will resonate with some, hopefully all of you. I start with one of the most powerful words in the world that we heard earlier, hope. I start with the first quote from one of my favorite Star Wars movies, Rogue One, where the character of Jen Erso tells the rebels gathered around her that rebellions are built on hope. And what are we if not a rebellion? Our very act of existence is resistance in the face of overwhelming hatred, bigotry, and violence. Hope is what pulls us out of the black void. When the headlines scream at us that we don't deserve to exist, when we add yet more names every year, when we are told to be quiet, when we are told to wait, when we are told that the things are too hard or too controversial or too complicated, and yet we persist. Moving on, in The Matrix, one of my favorites, Agent Smith demands to know why Neo keeps fighting, why he keeps resisting. Neo's answer is simple, because I choose to. And some people might say, well, being trans isn't a choice. No, but continuing, persisting, is. I want to say that again because it must be repeated. Because I choose to. We choose to be visible. We choose to live our truth because, again, the alternative choice is no choice at all. We choose to protect each other, to stand up for our children, to face down cruelty, hate, ignorance, and fear, not with silence, but with booming voices. Persistence is not just survival. It's not just choosing the hard path over the easy. It is claiming the right to exist, our right to exist on our terms. And resistance requires something else, courage. In The Lord of the Rings, as we move on to the next, Eowyn says to Merry, courage, Merry. Courage for our friends. Courage for all those we've lost and all those yet to come. Courage. Courage for our friends. And remember that courage is not the absence of fear. It is being terrified beyond all reason and doing it anyway. And lastly, because I'm a Trek nerd, as we look at the rhetoric and the violence, I'd like to quote Captain Picard, Star Trek First Contact, when he says, "The line must be drawn here, this far and no further." And I mean that with all of my heart. The line must be drawn here. Thank you. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Yeah, have a seat. Thanks. Sometimes he gets a little antsy. Thanks, Rain. I mean, you're doing great. Just calm down for a minute. That's what he tells me. It's fine. I mean, sometimes. Was that my cue to not say nothing else? Oh, okay. Got it. Well, you never know. So I have some things that I'd like to talk about. And whenever I pull this stuff up, of course, it always surprises me, right? That over the past year, there's been 342 reports of transgender deaths worldwide, right? That just, it's astonishing to me. But I saw that this year, the United States is ranked second. I don't know if that's been that way in the past. I'm not 100% sure, but we're second. Second. Brazil, of course, is number one. Brazil, they have a rough way down there, right? But for me to see the United States as second, it really hit me hard, because that it's crazy to me, right? People think I'm crazy, but I'm not really that crazy, I promise. I have a pretty good head on my shoulders.
Maybe a little crazy?
I am a little crazy. Listen, I can go off the rails sometimes, 100%. But I for the most part, I have a pretty good head on my shoulders. And, but that's nuts to me. And I just want you all to know that no matter what happens, that I said it before, that you matter, because you do. These lives that we're losing it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And if there's something else that, I could do, I would. But, I just want to give you guys courage and know that you guys are already brave. You are 100% you're brave. And I just want to thank you for living your authentic selves. Whether that's gay, straight, bisexual, transgender, whatever that is. I just appreciate you living and having the decency to be kind and allowing others to just live their lives. So, the reports include both suicide and murders. But within the 59 reported individuals that have died this year in the United States, 26 of the individuals were actually murdered. Just simply for living their authentic selves, right? Just for being. And I just want for all of us, when we do light a candle and we say their names, I want each of them to have their own time, right? And for you guys to think, because I think that there's individuals in this room that know some of them personally, and it's rough when you lose somebody, regardless if they're an acquaintance, a family, or a friend. It's rough, and but know that you have comfort. Please have comfort that we are all here together today. And
again, we're going to light a candle and we're going to say their names. And so while the volunteers come up front, I'm going to invite Gage up here. He's going to do something special that I didn't have written down anywhere, even though he told me about it. That's just my ADHD coming into play. But so the readers, if they can come up while Gage has the floor.
Hi, I just wanted to take a moment and recognize somebody real quick. I'll just read the certificate. This certificate of recognition is to Randy Phillips. This certificate is given to Randy Phillips for his fierce allyship year after year in helping plan Tdor Dayton. Randy goes above and beyond, and we appreciate his hard work and dedication. Thank you for being here with us year after year, Randy. I wanted to give you this for being just a fierce ally. We don't normally do this, but Randy recognizes us every year at the final dinner that we have every year. He always gives us awards, and he plans and helps us take care of everything that we need to take care of. And he's here tonight taking care of. So thank you so much, Randy. Thank you. Okay, we will read the names. Is there anything else you wanted to say before we read the names? Okay, we're gonna. No, that's okay. So we are gonna go ahead and start reading the names, and as we read the names, we will light a candle for each individual. So here we go. Ready? Oh, hold on. Sorry. Sorry, we over there's you don't have to have a microphone, it's on the thing, so sorry. There we go.
Tiara Love Jackson, age 37. Charlotte, North Carolina. Gosh Rhea K. Holmes, age 31, Lynchburg, Virginia. Onyx Cornish, age 18, Caldwell, Idaho. Blair A. Sawyer, age 27, Louisville, Kentucky. Rosa Machuca, age 24, Austin, Texas.
Dream Johnson, age 24, Washington, D.C. Kamora Woods, age 27, Indianapolis, Indiana. Christina Hayes, age 28, Detroit, Michigan. J.J. Godby, age 26, Canton, Ohio. Laura Schuler, age 47, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Jonathan Joss, age 59, San Antonio, Texas. Carmen Wells, age 25, Detroit, Michigan. Shiparius Dupree, age 32, Memphis, Tennessee. Kelsey Elam, age 25, St. Louis, Missouri. Kaitoria Lycynthia Banks, Kai, age 31, Otagoville, Alabama.
Linda Becerra Moran, aged 30, Los Angeles, California. Emiri Dior, age 23, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Irviana Johnson, age 25, Tabor City, North Carolina.
Sam Nordquist, age 24, Canandaigua, New York. Tahiri Broom, age 29, Southfield, Michigan. Aubrey Damron, age 25, Ottawa County, Oklahoma. Johnny Adamau, age 29, Seattle, Washington.
Cam Thompson, 18, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Relasia Wright, 25, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Quanisha Chantel Coco, 25, Greensboro, North Carolina. Kyla Jane Walker, 39, Austin, Texas.
Thank you. I would like to take a moment of silence now to honor not only the names that we have read, but to honor the reported 342 deaths. And not only those, but the ones that go unreported. Every year we have unreported transgender deaths that we are not aware of, and I would like to take a moment of silence for those that were deprived of life far too soon. Thank you. Switching gears a little bit, tonight we have an amazing individual that is an award-winning photographer and author of The Queer Allies Bible. Drawing inspiration from their life experiences as a transgender individual, they use powerful imagery in storytelling. They reveal both the wounds of prejudice and the beauty of authentic self-expression. Please give a warm welcome to N.V. Gay.
I'm sorry, I just, going after that is a little difficult, so. Hello. My name is N.V. Gay. Sorry, learning ASL, learning how to speak it, so trying to do well with it. I am honored to be able to be before you here tonight. My family,
my siblings, my allies, my friends. It is with great joy and great sadness that I'm here to speak with you. You know, every year, I feel like it can't get harder. This year can't get harder. This day can't get any more emotional, and then somehow it does. Seeing those faces, some of which I knew. It's difficult every year. And it's difficult to see to not even see the names or the faces of those who do go unreported. The ones whose lives are lost while they're still questioning. The ones in the closet fearing that they cannot come out. You know, this day was created to honor and remember all of those who we have lost. But it serves a much greater purpose than that. It's a day for us to remember to live our lives as each one of them did. They lost their lives because they dared to be authentically themselves. They dared to step out into this world and say that they love themselves so much that they're willing to throw aside everything to be who they are. Each one of them inspires me every single day. And you know, as I go around this great country and I talk to people and educate people on what it means to be trans, I'm often asked, who is my hero? Who is the person that I look up to? And you know, heroes, it's such a funny word because, you know, oftentimes we look for a hero wearing a cape, you know, some Marvel or DC character there to save the day. But rather, heroes are found in those who are resiliently and defiantly standing up to the face of evil. My hero is found in a 13-year-old girl, one who over the last 3 years I have gotten to know extremely well. One who, in the face of everything that is going on in this country and in our state, has chosen to come out, to be authentically herself in a middle school. I can't even imagine that. I think often I reflect back and think, what if I was able to come out at that time? I started questioning when I was 8. What if I had had the courage to come out at that time? And I think back and I'm like, yeah, there's no way. I already had a hard enough time with the last name Gay in high school and middle school. Yes, Gay is my actual last name. It is not an author name. It sucked when I was a kid. It's awesome now. But I think about that and like, could I have done it? And I don't think I have the strength or the courage to be able to do what she does every single day. She shows up. She demands to be seen, to be heard, to take up space, to not hide. It would have been so much easier for her to go to her mom and be like, can I be homeschooled? But no. She goes and she walks those halls every single day. That is a hero. That is what heroes do. They're the ones who don't ask for anything, who just show up and say, this is who I am. And each one of these names that has been read here tonight is a hero. And they gave the greatest sacrifice. They gave their lives. It is on us to not let their sacrifice go in vain. It is on us to take the authenticity, the meaning of their life, and continue it on. We carry them with us, starting today and through the rest of our lives. That is our great purpose, is to make sure that they are never forgotten and what they stood for never dims. You know, Rain did steal a quote that I was going to use. I was going to use the Star Wars quote because it's always so good, because I always love talking about hope. And you know, it's such a powerful statement that rebellions are built on hope, and this idea that we are rebels. We have so many right now that dare to say that we are wrong. Hell, they're wrong. I know I'm right. Hell, I spent years trying to figure out that I am who I am. No one is going to tell me that I am wrong. And I would much rather stand with these names than ever hide. In my book, The Queer Allies Bible, the first line that I wrote actually comes at the beginning of the book. We need not forget the liberation from suffering that has come before us, nor dismiss the actions of progress today, in order to empower the ability for change that has yet to come. We have so many that have stood up for us in the past, from Marsha P. Johnson to Sylvia Rivera, who have stood up and fought for us, who have given us so much. And we have so many now who do the same. It is on us to keep that message going forward. And it is on us to make sure that our ancestors thrive, that we thrive, that the next generation thrives. So please, tonight, take this moment of reflection. Remember these names, but remember what they fought for. Remember what they stood for. And allies, those of you who have shown up tonight to show your love and commitment for us, do not let it stop here. You know, the people in the White House, in Congress, in the governor's mansion, they don't give a damn about what I have to say, but they care what you say. They do all of this because they think they are protecting you. Your voice is powerful. Use it to fight for us, to advocate for us, because you don't know how many in your lives are truly touched by your words. Thank you.
Thank you, Envy. That's awesome. I hope you guys have enjoyed tonight's event that we've had here. Again, I would like to thank our speakers, Malachi, August, Rain, and Envy. I'd like to thank the Tdor committee again, Randy, Gage, Michael, Kara, Andy, Bobby, Melinda, Haley, Monix, and Danielle. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Sinclair Community Diverse Office, Bright Signal Alliance, Square One Salon, Hope Collective Church, Rainbow Connections, Melinda Gillette, Dayton P-Flag, Have a Gay Day, the Greater Dayton LGBT Center, and the Gatlin Dame Group. Each of you have made tonight possible, and we appreciate that. We do have a postlude tribute to our friend Bean, performed by Danielle and Brooke afterwards. and we invite you to have some social time and some light refreshments in the back and in the hallway. And I would just like to thank you again for coming and being brave and enjoying and joining us in our attendance of the 2025 Transgender Day of Remembrance. Thank you. Oh, Kara Brown, everybody. Kara Brown.
I have one quick announcement.
One quick announcement.
One quick announcement. If you did not, if I did not catch you while I was wandering around passing out parking passes, I have them up front here. Please make sure you get one in case they forget to put the gates down or up. And thank you for coming from Sinclair and from me and everyone else.
Do you still have a diversity office?
We have an office, the office that was formerly known as the diversity office.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I said that, and then I was like, because you said that there was like a bunch of changes and stuff, and I was like, huh. And of course that, I mean, I always think the
I'm not
diversity
sure
office,
what it's
right?
called now, but Sinclair kept the office and renamed it so we didn't have to get rid of it.
Okay, perfect.
So that I felt
Good
that
for
was
Sinclair.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you, and I
So
just
whatever the office is called now, we appreciate it.
yeah.
It's formerly known as.
As a diversity office, yes. So thank you, everyone, and you know, like I love that our speaker said, live and love each other and care for each other and support each other. So thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.